So good day everyone. I am Kenneth Turkulas and I will be discussing to you the first half of the topic entitled The Startup Game. Why do startups fail? So before we proceed with the discussion, let us answer first this question. What does it mean by startup? So startup is actually a company that is in its first phase of development. So they are actually handled by people who are innovative, collaborative, focus on growth people, and those people are very eager to create huge development and scale up quickly. So actually there are different types of startups, but with this report, we will be only focusing on the mom and a pop store. So mom and a pop store is actually a business which is owned by family. So these businesses are usually small and independent businesses. And according to Praki, there is a high failure rate of 90%. So why is that so? So let me discuss to you some of the reasons. So first is the lack of focus. Simply because when you don't have the focus, you can't actually do the things that you need to do, and running the business will make or will look messy to the customers. So with this also, it actually destroy the reputation of your business because people will no longer want to come back and avail of your service. So if this makes your business a failure, so how are you going to make it a success? So simply by knowing the demographic. So through this, you can plan the type of service you will offer to the people so that they will be satisfied and come back for more. So the next reason is the one man army. So for startups, they usually run their business or company alone as they do not have the budget to hire manpower. So as a solo worker of your own business, it may become detrimental to your well-being, and you may also lose your focus because you need to do different kinds of tasks. So you may think that it is good to be fully hands-on to the business. Yes, it is because you can easily acknowledge arising problems and you know the current flow of your business. But we cannot deny that it is also or it also affects the quality of your service. So as a mom and a pop store, although you do not have the budget to hire staffs or specialists, you may still need to follow the fundamental principle of division of labor, because no matter how intelligent you are or hardworking you are, you cannot accommodate people while doing other stuffs. So there is no fully operational business that runs by a single person. So if you are truly an intelligent business owner, you must delegate or entrust other tasks to other people. So all you risk all your risk takings will be paid off eventually. So the third reason is failing to automate. So in today's time, our work is usually accompanied with technology. So just like, for example, the sending of emails, we use our mobile phones or computers to send emails. So there is no day that we do not use technologies, right? So the same with the big companies who are using equipments to meet the high demand of their products. So this does not mean you as a startup is competing with big companies, because what really matters most now is that you must incorporate technology with your business. So in modern day business, automation is the name of the game. It does not matter whether mega corporation compete of whether mom and pop stores do. The ones that automate live another day. So once again, mom and pop stores do not have the budget for robotic process automation. If they did um, have that kind of budget, they wouldn't be called mom and pop store. So, however, a lot of automation is now available very cheaply or even for free. So, several ERPs provide cloud-based pay-as-you-go options that fit into the pockets of these micro organizations very well. So, this application saves times from mundane tasks like accounting and tax filing. So, mom and pop stores must also make an attempt to build efficiency. Okay, so that will be the end of my report. So the second half will be discussed by our second reporter. And thank you all for listening, and I hope you learned something from my topic.
Hi, this is Joshua Nomos. I'll be continuing the topic, why do startup fail? So, fourth reason why the startup fail is because of premium pricing. Um, what is premium pricing? Companies use a premium pricing strategy when they want to charge higher prices than their competitors for their products. The goal is to create the perception that the product must have a higher value than competing products because the prices are higher. So, why do startup fail because of this reason? Of course, as we are still starting, um, consumers is not yet aware or have not yet proven tested the quality of our product. Is it durable? Will they enjoy our product? So there are a lot of factors consumer consider before they buy a product. So if we were gonna compete with premium pricing with the um, other competitors that's already been that they already established their name, then we will fail. It's because consumers will not buy your product even though you were gonna say that it has the same feature, it is durable, it is good quality, because they have not yet proven and tested your product. Okay, so as times goes by, if you already establish our product name, we can increase our price. But at the start, if you're still starting, we can just set our price in a reasonable price as long as we get our capital and we are getting profit from it, then that's fine. So it should be slowly but surely to be successful in starting a business. Fifth reason why startup fail is because of poor choice of location. Um, I'll give an example for you for this reason. So if you want to start a venture in designer clothes, what do you think is the right location? Do you think putting your building in a school zone or putting your building in a poor community will make you a success in your venture? No, it's because it's not the right fit location. So, in choosing the right location, you need to make a market research. So, first off, um, you need to consider the proximity to the community, the land size, the neighborhood, and what's the development and amenities, and of course the appearance of the building or the location. Okay, so the last reason why do startup fail is because of ignoring feedbacks. Feedbacks can be positive or negative. Of course, positive is already given that um, it's positive, so it means it is a good feedback. Um, if we get a negative feedback, we need to take the feedback positively. So you can make it a positive criticism to improve your product, to improve your service, so that con consumers will buy or avail your product and services again and again. Okay, so it should be, you should consider your customers as a king. All right, so we need to let our consumers feel that they are valued, and also we need to make them happy so that they will gonna buy your product and services again. And the feedbacks is the heart of the business. It's because you cannot make your business successful if you don't have customers. So you should also always consider feedbacks of your customers, not just your customers but your employees also. How the management works, um, and the um, what they call this, your um, how you handle them, so that they will also provide the best service to the customers. So it's give and take. And I hope you learn from my report, from our report, and that's all. Thank you.
Good day, everyone, especially to our professor and classmates. Today, I will be discussing the entrepreneurial trends, and my topic is subdivided by three. First, the definition of trends. Second, trends during pandemic, and key ideas of trends in 2022. If we take a look in the presentation, there are two definitions of entrepreneurial trends. The first one is all about the products, process, employees, and environment affecting the business that requires extensive lens to look for advancement and development in the said concept. The second definition is to look deeper in the process, chain, and innovating concept. The word innovation means the entrepreneur must invest in a long-term effect for the business. The process requires progress and it's concerned with how a business competes with other businesses meant to survive in the world of business. Due to COVID-19, most businesses was challenged to maintain the finance and work progress in the country. Entrepreneurial trends experiences transition and changes in position in terms of strategies and approaches because of the challenges and problems that rose up in the past months. In the year 2019, the business chain was disrupted due to the limit contact and business process of buying products. These demands required businessmen to think an alternative to aid these needs of the consumer. In order to cope up with the challenges, the businessman should invest with shift in personal and professional priorities. First, create sustain a type of co-culture. This means that there should be more investment to cultures, sensitivity, culture acceptance, and a business that cater the needs of the employees to increase production. Second, prioritization allows organization to quickly evolve to address immediate market opportunities. It focuses on market changes and demands. If there is a specific increase on needs of products, trades, and process, the business must prioritize it. By fostering an adaptive organization, embraces new ways of delivering value, leaders can provide a foundations to sustain value post transformation. They can engage and empower other leaders within the enterprise to model and reward new behaviors and equip the workforce to make more effective analytic based decision aligned with the business transformation ambition. by fostering analytical awareness that embrace new ways of delivering is to invest on a professional growth and practices. The business itself requires employees that have a deep understanding, knowledge, and idea on how business works. Investment means that all employees are capable of knowing what to do, when to do, and how to start. The next reporter will continue the report.
Good day everyone. So by the way, my name is John Francis Hesta. So I'll be the next reporter that continue our report. So second, transformation nature of space. The trending transformational nature of space has many meaning. Let's begin with the technology space where connectivity is growing, largely due to 5G and the Internet of Things. Faster digital speeds offer room for innovation in mobile devices, healthcare, business, and industry. The opportunity to define a bold ambition that goes beyond incremental change, the opportunity to rethink your business and operation models to deliver breakthrough adaptation of space for the company. Engage and empower other leaders within the enterprise to model and reward new behaviors and equip the workforce to make more effective, analytic-based decisions aligned with the business transformation ambition. Design their business for a shifting in states taking into consideration alternate market scenarios and evolving technologies. Devises all aspects of value delivery by understanding number 1, the value of the program, and number 2, how to manage trade-offs and dependencies to achieve the targeted transformation value. Assigned a respected and capable business leader is critical to establishing the credibility and importance of the transformation to the organization's strategic goals. So next, the number 3, the need to secure supply chains with safety chains. The pandemic was a real eye-opener with regard to the fragility of the global supply chain. There have always been supply chain disruptions caused by wars, natural disaster, and other massive events. But 2 years after the world shattered temporarily, the issues continue with no end in sight. The trick to solving the problem isn't making the chain unbreakable. So, flexibility contract manufacturing enables companies to replace more of their traditional fixed cost base with variable costs to adapt to changing demand. Collaborating with niche tech experts allows you to develop new products and get the edge over your competitors. Specialist teams let you focus your energy on what you do best, running your business and innovating. For an industry built on moving goods and services, implementing change across traditionally rigid and often complex supply chains can be costly and time-consuming in the short term. But supply chain directors looking to the future will doubtless recognize the necessity of adapting in order to remain competitive and deliver the supply chain service expected by today's increasingly discerning consumers. So that's our report. Thank you for listening us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, I'm Rogelio Joshua Corsega. I'm going to report the future of entrepreneurship, diversity, and inclusion. First choice job, being an entrepreneur has become the ubiquitous first choice job. So, first choice job, many of us want to become entrepreneurs. Starting your own business is one of the biggest dreams of our times. Having wide knowledge and willing to assume risks and has leadership qualities with a good orientation towards hard work. Globally, young professionals would rather launch their own venture than work for someone else. Next, diversity and leadership. 40% of all social enterprise executives are women, while 31% of directors are of Black, Asian, minority ethnic descent, and 40 experience a disability. So, diversity and leadership, another benefit of the social enterprise movement is that it appears to have raised the level of diversity in business. Being confident in your ideas, believe in yourself, and persevere. In increasing progressive society, this is certainly no downside. Next, power sharing becomes imperative. We can continue with further inequalities and the destruction of the planet. So, power sharing becomes imperative. We can dare to reform our social and economic system by giving workers a voice in decision making and providing fairer distribution of resources across the race, gender, and class. It is how people optimize what they have to meet their wants and needs. Next, disruptive technology equalize access. Disruptive innovation emerge from the bottom of the market and give access to population who didn't previously have it. So we can so it is innovation that result in a significant change in the cost of or access to products or services, or that dramatically change how we gather information, make products, or interact, in democratizing goods, services, and the benefits that come with them. Next, even small startups have an international reach. Globalism becomes the norm. It's easier than ever for small and nascent companies to collaborate internationally. So, globalism, it has required considerable emotive force, and it is a process that is beneficial, aka to future economic development, and also evitable and irreversible. The result of human innovation and technological process refers to the increasing integration of economies around the world. Next, interweaving gives everyone a platform. Everyone can create a website and reach an audience through media outlets they use. So, interweaving gives everyone a platform. It attracts customer, get customer feedback, and build customer loyalty. Increase your own market reach and also increase revenue by building customer networks and advertising. Next, passions turn into products. A record number of businesses are forecasted to be started this year. Opportunity through their passion and turn into successful businesses. To think critically and practically. Next is fourth purpose matters more than profit. Quantifiable social benefit becomes intrinsic to a company's value. Demand for ethical business, environmental social governance, or ESG becomes universal. So, it relates to internal practices and policies that lead to effective decision making and legal compliance. ESG facilitates top-line growth in the long run, attracts talents, reduces costs, and forges a sense of trust among consumers. Next, consumers will quickly sniff out, call out, and shun insincerity. Authenticity matters. Sustainability gets baked into the design process. Every business become green. So, as information sharing becomes more instantaneous, consumers quickly shift out and call out insincerity and products or people or support them with personal endorsements. And sustainability gets baked. Cradle to grave sustainability planning needs to be built into everything. And every business become green, repairing the planet, and we can see an uptick in recycling businesses. And next, younger generation want their employers value too much their own. Companies are judged by their culture. So, younger generations just by their culture. For example, employees careless about ping pong tables and bean bag chairs and more about their leaders values and respect toward staff. That's all. Thank you.
Good day, ma'am. Good day, classmate. I'll continue the topic of the future of entrepreneurship. Technology democratizes opportunity. PropTech expands our property technology aimed toward real estate management. Social commerce creates a two-way conversation between the company and the consumer. Number one is the digital marketing is crucial. Entrepreneurs can easily target their audience through social media, online search, gaming, and apps. Social commerce opens up two-way communication between the company and the customer. For example, the pop-up ads. The pop ads target consumer behavior. Second is the platform or subscription-based businesses make entrepreneurship more accessible. Online membership are both paid and free to apps or websites that deliver goods or services such as education, telecom, healthcare, media, and entertainment. The last one is the retail. Mobile businesses will leapfrog the need for brick and mortar stores, computers, and even the internet. Mobile business can scale even in places with little or no infrastructure, like advertising, communication, and sales increasingly occur via mobile devices and messages rather than desktop or in person. Automation and artificial intelligence will invade the world. Machines and robots will perform tasks previously done by humans. For example, trucks driving themselves, cashless store checkouts, and electronic ordering at restaurants. Cashless option will grow. Like example is the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin. Next is the well-being supersedes wealth. More of us seek work that feels like it matters in our fragile world. Meaning matters. Meaning matters. The pandemic has brought our mortality to the front of mind. More of us seek work that feels like it matters in our fragile world, and we want to contribute in a ways that adds value. Personalization and customer centricity are expected. Consumers will increasingly seek original products and demands to feel that they matter personally the vendors they choose. All those cookies we get pushed into permitting on website may help vendors better serve our individual interests and needs after all. Work-life balance become life-work balance. So, entrepreneur reporter Sarah Hawley points out, never before has the entire world had to sim- simultaneously be still, as in the past 2 years, and that the resultant or great resignation proves a fundamental shift in our relationship to work, in which human well-being supersedes productive output. So we now take time to soul-searching reflection and centering human well-being has a greater value than productive output. Number one is the working from home turns everyone into digital nomads. More people work with teams across their continent or the planet easily, asynchronously, and more productively. Even fundraising and capital raising says fast company will become remote. More services will support home life and homework. Many more startups will be needed for the residential sites of home cleaning and organizing, food delivery, gardening, pet care, family health care, also for the WFH sides of website design, transcription, and content writing and editing services, digital marketing, remote bookkeeping and accounting, online teaching and consulting, as well as Webflow blogs, blog ads, home improvement and remote conferences and events. So digital healthcare will flourish. Along those lines, there will be a boom, says according to Harvard Business School. In remote in remote in remote patient monitoring, telehealth, medical and counseling appointments, and apps for improving patient health. Healthcare will transcend geography through digital delivery across states lines and country borders, and make even specialized services or more accessible, efficient, and patient-centric. Last is the autonomy, flexibility and autonomy replace job security. Freelance gigging replacement long-term employment. Company is company trade employee loyalty for savings on overhead and benefits. Their challenge will be to gauge market fluctuation over time and be able to supply that need with independent staff that owe them nothing. That's all. Thank you.